Hi. Is it working? Hello. Hi. How is everybody? We've got so much news. So much news. If you're coming into the live after this hour, hi. If you're coming in after this, like after this hour, after this, if you skip forward a couple of minutes and then you don't have to put up with me sorting myself out. It's lots and lots of news. Lots of news. I'm really looking forward to it as well. I'm so nervous. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Jane. Hi, Donna. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Caroline. That's like school, Rochester. I love it. Hi, Lorna. Anyway, I'm just going to hang on 2 more seconds. I do want to show you this, though. You know what, off the jelly plate live the other night, I forgot to show you the butterfly on the acetate. I just want to show you how pretty it is. So imagine that in the window. And I think them needs to be smaller, the little glass balls. But if you want to go back and watch that after this, don't go now. You can. But we've got the jelly plate live and everything there. So I forgot to show you that the other day. So excited, so mad. So the news is basically, I am solo. Emma's Happy Place. I will be creating kits and things, workshops, and the kits to go with it. Thirsty Brush might pick up again later on, but at the minute Tony's really busy and life, you know how it works. So this for now works for me. Very excited. I'm not saying stamps won't come down the line, but I think I'm quite happy with this. I'm really happy. I've worked so hard since I came back off holiday, getting printers and prints done and designing, and it's just me. And I'm like unbelievably excited. The other side of it is, it's going to be a couple of months for the website. It is coming, but in the meantime, if anybody does want a kit, it'll be through PayPal or bank transfer. So you'll have to message us either on Facebook privately or through Emma's Happy Place page. But you can also, I'll pop underneath this when we're finished, I'll pop the Emma's Happy Place email address, so you can email as well if you want one. Jane, you can email, you know, you can find us. But yes, so nervous, and I can't believe the website's going to take so long. Do you want to see? 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 Hi, Sue. Hi, Sheila. I'll go over what I've just said again as we go, but I just want to show you something. So Emma's Happy Place, Arts and Crafts, and I put let your imagination go wild. It's a colour and create kit. It's for everything. Absolutely everything. It's very much, well, I'll show you. I'll show you the kit and then I'll show you what we can make. Also, I want to show you something special about these papers and things as well. I've gone like all out, beyond ridiculous. I'll show you these ones first. They're printed in a way that you can put them onto fabric in a way that the ink will stay on the fabric and then they become waterproof. So these are these pages, but I'm going to show you tonight how to do that. I'm sorry, Gemma. So these are the paper pack. You get 2 of each. There's 24 sheets. They are $19.99 with $2.99 delivery. And I'm excited. So you get 2 of each. This one, which obviously there's so much you can do. You can cut it down, use it as a background. You can chop it up and use that as a border. This one, rainbows. I mean, wonky rainbows as well. This one. And then this one, which I love. This one is just, it's a background. You can just pop a girl on, whatever you like. This one, I know everybody likes these. And then again, so we've got 5 designs and 2 of each of them ones. But then if I turn it over, you've got some black and white ones. And these ones are to add colour yourself. So you can have backgrounds that match everything. Or you can chop the flowers out. So again, 2 each of these. And again, these will do the transfer onto fabric, MDF, whatever you like. I haven't tried glass. I will do. These lovely big flowers. So you're getting 2 sheets of each of these as well. And then, oh, upside down. This girl here, how cute is she? So again, you're getting 8 of her. So 2 sheets. Oh, hi, Sue. And again, these ones, I mean, she's fabulous, isn't she? I mean, she's just a cool kid, or she's going out to play with snowmen. And then this one, and she is just beyond pretty. I mean, look at her eyes. Isn't she lovely? So you're getting 2 sheets of each. All these flowers as well. They can either be backgrounds, or you can cut all the flowers out and just have loads of flowers to do what you want with. But again, there's 24 sheets, 2 of each design, and it's just unbelievable what you can do with them. They're on a really high quality paper, which I thought you would prefer, where you can use watercolour alcohol ink, your alcohol pens, pencils. In 3 of the orders though, I've got giveaways at random, completely random, and the skin tones. So I've got Faber-Castell packet of pencils, and they've got the skin tones in, and I've got 2 tubes of skin toned Royal Talons, am I saying that right? Watercolour, and they will be put into 3 orders at random, so you might win, you might not. But then, if till it's going to run till next Thursday, this, because I know people will be able to come and see, somebody's going to be able to win this bag as well. If you come back and comment, and after the live, like comment under the live, and I'll draw someone at random next Thursday for that. Also, if you would share the live, that would be absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to show you how to do this. It will be in 2 parts. We'll have to do it next Thursday as well. But that's the bag I made with her. And then we've got all these. Do you remember the envelope I made? This is done with the paper as well. And this has got watercolour and the inks and everything on. And obviously those flowers cut out. This tag here, my wonky tags, in Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts, the group, I am going to put these on as a downloadable stencil. So you just print them out and then you can play with the tags and things. But look at her eyes. Isn't she gorgeous? And her with a bubble hat. I love the flowers as well. And this here, again, is a transfer on MDF. So you can do all that as well. I have done some journal pages as well, but I've been very, very busy. So all your art journaling things you can do, adding in whatever you like. You feel good journaling. And again, this one, so what I've done is I've cut that one down and give it a bit of a curve. So what do you think so far? Hi Helen, long time no see. Right, so to start off with, I am going to grab a bag. So this is just a canvas bag. This one's from Hobbycraft. I think it was £3. And I'm going to take a background. It's still got its tag on. And what you're going to need to do this, sorry about the squeaky chair, the chair of doom. Now, there will be lots and lots of things being shared on social media over the coming weeks with this. So essentially you're getting the kit and you're getting a load of workshops with it as well, which is fab. Hold on, I'm just going to find... Oh, I've made another one of them as well. That one's open. I'm going to grab, where did I just put those? Oh, we'll do this one. Where did I just, oh there they are. See, I'm getting far too excited here. We're going to do this one, I think. Nice big one. You can do it as full sheets as well. When you cut the border off, they've got a border on because of the way they've been printed. You can either cut it down or leave it as, you know, if you're making envelopes or anything, we've got that little bit extra. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a gel medium. Hang on, sorry, I'm just going to check comments. I'm so excited, I'm yammering away. They're all one-sided, yes. They might be double-sided coming soon, but at the minute I thought one-sided, especially if you're going to do this with them, because then you're going to pull it off. So, do you like them? Oh, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. But yes, like I say, a website is coming, but in the meantime, it will be through PayPal or bank transfer, just because, well, life, you know how it works out. But it's coming, I promise. I will pop the email address underneath here as well. After. Thank you so much, Gemma. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you. So on the printed side, I'm taking a gel medium, an acrylic gel medium. Now it can be gloss or it can be matte. I don't even think it has to be the thick one, it could be a thin one, but I'm going to give this a generous coat. But what you want to do is you don't want to get it on the back of the paper if you can help it. These papers can be worked over the top of as well. If you're using watercolour and things, they will give a slight resist, which is absolutely perfect for the printed girls and things when you colouring them in. So all the way around. Now sometimes they don't come out totally perfect, but even that I quite like that. It looks a little bit distressed. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, first of all, which I forgot, I'm going to put a board in between so you don't get it through the other side. I'm just using acrylic board. You can use a bit of cardboard or anything at all, and get it into the middle-ish. There we go. And again, just all over, about the size of the bit of paper. Try not to go too far out. I mean, you'll have more time at home to measure. And this can be done with the girls as well. And you get a mirror image with the girls this way as well. So that could be cool when you're doing things. Big girl knickers. I'm really nervous. It's a big step, isn't it? It's a big step. So these for gifts, you know, if you do fairs and things at Christmas, feel free to make and sell. As long as you physically made something with them. Go wild, honestly. Right, so that is not going to be straight at all, but it'll be fine. So I have put the gel medium on the paper, and then I have put it onto the bag. Now this needs to dry overnight. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bone folder and really squish it down so it's nice and flat. And you will get some out, so just pop that back in the pot. But what you want to do is you want to try not to get it on the back of here, just because it makes it more difficult to get it off when it comes to it. I've got one ready though to show exactly how to do it. I've got one of the girls. And that goes to one side, ideally overnight or a week. That's what I was staying as, a week. Denise, you like this technique, don't you? Right, now I've got to scrap the fabric here with the girl on. I'm getting ink on it. And what I'm going to do is, so this one's been left overnight. Get off my fingers to start with. Hi, Philip. Just going to pull it back. So what we're doing is we're peeling the back off that paper, but that's going to stay on because it's being glued down. If you can't get a hold of it and pull it off straight away, just use water to soften it. And that will start to pull it off. And this bit does get slightly messy, but it's totally worth it. Oh, plenty of water. Again, this is how I know it's waterproof, because you're using water to get it off. And all you're doing is rubbing. Not really hard, but you'll see the magic happen. Can you see it already? Well, any big bits will just come off. Peel them off. Honestly, I love this technique. Love this technique. Hi, Joe. You alright, me dear? If you've missed anything, you can always watch back from the start. It does take a little while for the video to load back up onto YouTube, but just it depends on the internet, really. If it's behaving, it takes 10 minutes. If it's not, it takes half an hour to 24 hours. It's really satisfying. It's so satisfying. It's like magic. But that way you can use these onto anything as well. Because, I mean, I love a stamp. I really do. But I'm thinking with these, you've got, what, 8 times to use them? And then you don't have to store them. You use them. And I still love a stamp. Don't get us wrong. I will use stamps, and I'll use stamps with these. But I was just thinking when I was away, and obviously looking through the craft shops and things like that, and I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice to be able to store something a bit easier? and stamps may come eventually. Like I say, I'm starting off baby steps. Okay, more water and still rubbing. And this is exactly what will happen with the bag, but it'll be a coloured transfer. And then all you do is dry her off. And if there's another coating of the white, so I can dry her off to see, all you do is put another layer of water on and do it again. If you've got earphones in, brace yourself. I'm coming in with the heat gun. Dry her off a little bit. Making knickers. I'm not making knickers. I think even the bag would be too big for me. There we go. So I've dried off a little bit and you can see that it's still got a coating on. So just go back in with your water and take the last layer off. And it'll come through pretty much perfect if you've had the glue all over. And I've done this on MDF, I've done it on fabric, I've done it on other cardstock. I am going to cut her out. I've left 99.9% of the images so easy to fussy cut out. So even that's not going to stress anybody out, I don't think. It is magic, isn't it? And then, because you've got the gel medium on, it's stiffened the fabric a little bit, which makes it easier. Hi, Amanda. Yeah, so like I said, I do have a website coming shortly, probably a couple of months, hopefully no longer, because, well, hopefully not. It is me though. But in the meantime, you can send us a message or you can send us an email and we can do it that way. Like I say, I will pop the email address up in the description so that if you would like one, you can just message us and we'll sort it out from there. So I'm going to dry her off again. Earphones, brace yourself. There is also a workshop coming. I'm hoping to have everything here by the end of next week. I did get promised it will be here this week, but it's looking like it's next week now. Thirsty brush is, yeah, for now, for the time being. I'm not saying I won't revisit it at some point, but yes, I am now solo. So again, any little bits, just showing you how much you can work it. So, gets it all off, all the little bits. Your Tesco delivery. Donna, do you want to come and do mine? I've still got the bread and vegetables in the bag in there. I actually think there might be chocolate in there as well. So I'll definitely be unpacking that bag after. It's very exciting. I'm so very nervous as well. There we go. So I'm not bothered about this bit here. I'll just work over the image and then you can just colour it as normal. I am going to use, sorry about the chair. These are deco brush markers. They are just like Posca or acrylic ink. When you're doing it onto fabric and things, especially if you're going to use it, if it's going to go on a frame, it's fine, use whatever you want. But if you're going to use it and take it out and it's going to get rained on, I would always use an acrylic. These ones are the deco markers by Karen. But this one, use whatever you want. Again, in the three random orders of anybody that orders the kit, are going to get a free gift. I'm not saying who will get it, I'm not saying you will, I'm not saying you won't, but it's a Faber-Castell packet of skin tone pencils, and I have 2 of the Royal Talents tubes of skin toned watercolour. I thought it would help. with anybody just starting out with a skin tone. So all I'm doing is colouring them in. I know Posca do a skin tone as well. It's called beige or something, but it's a perfect skin tone if you haven't got acrylics and you've got Posca pens. But if this is going in a frame, or even if you're just doing fabric on like fabric for home decor, you won't need it to be acrylics. What I'm doing is adding it in. My fabric's still a bit damp. But this is our neck, and then again I've left it here so you can decide how far up you want our jumper and things to start. Yeah, I am nervous, but I know it's going to be good. I mean, these kits as well, because obviously I draw everything and I can bring them out as often as we want them. So I'm gonna go over with this. Let's darken her up a little bit. So these pens, I've never really used them on fabric, so this is a test. The other one I did with acrylic paints and a brush. And I thought, why not test the pens as well? There we go, that's better, isn't it? So, and we will add... No, a thirsty brush will still be revisited again at some point, I think. But at the minute, Tony's very busy and it's just the way of the world, isn't it, at the minute? So I am now Emma's Happy Place with kits and things. I was talking to Tony last night, actually. I think she said she was going to pop in, but she's the busiest woman on the planet. Oh, chair. Sorry. Right, so these, if you've got acrylic paints, use them. Yes, lots of change, isn't there? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of shadow and around her eyes. Because these here, they're a great size. You can do the makeup. It's like grown-up girls' world. Can you remember them? Let's pull a little bit of that down with a shadow on the eyes. So you can do glittery makeup. You can personalise the eyes to whatever you want them to be. Everything. I'm still see if I dump that in the way. There we go. And then we can go in and give her, should we give her turquoise hair? Turquoise and blue hair. And these are obviously acrylic paints. You can do, it does not have to be on fabric. I do want to stress that these work just like any other card making kit as well. I just want them to do a bit more. Remember the world's smallest brush? You loved your girl, so did I, honestly, doing the makeup. But you know what I used to do? I think I've told this story before. I used to turn my mum's makeup in to paints, crush her eyeshadows and things. And she was telling us a story the other day, actually, that I'd managed to get out the yard when I was a toddler in the quarters, I was burglaring. I was sat in one of the girls' houses up the street. She was a teenager at the time, putting her makeup on in her bedroom. Can you imagine how mortified that teenager must have been? A toddler sitting putting her makeup on. I would imagine I got into trouble as well. So, let's get her coloured in. Now, she's looking very pasty, isn't she? I might change this one for a journal and get the watercolours out, because I haven't got all the acrylics next to us. I have tidied, well, kind of tidied my desk up. Shall I tell you the tale? Did everybody see the video of the octopus I made? Coming into my room, I stood on the back of my own slipper while carrying the jar, and like I went forward and the jar hit my white mat and the mat's got a crack in. The jar cracked as well, mind, very much so, but I was absolutely fine, but there was a couple of casualties, so I need to repurchase my glass mat. So yeah, never a dull moment. So I'm using 2 different kind of blue acrylics just in that hay, and this is when you can bring it to life completely for teenagers. You can personalise it, you can do the makeup, you can even, if you've got Santa hats and things like that, put Santa hats on them, put it with a sentiment, whatever you like. And I am going to get the paints out for her face because she looks like the Joker. That's going in. You can't make it up, the things I do. I mean, fancy, I tripped myself up. Stood on the, I don't even know how I managed to stand on my own slipper. Like, on the back of it, I was too busy carrying things, I think. But I mean, the jar was, do you know the big glass cookie jars? So, I mean, it was some weight, and I must have just caught it wrong. Because the glass mat is, like, reinforced, isn't it? So, yes. Right, I'm going to get the watercolours out. So, the skin tone that I've got in the giveaway is this colour here. And all you need to do is add white to it to lighten it. And maybe just a little bit pink. I know, I am going to replace it though. It is on the list to replace because I love the white mat. There we go, that's better, isn't it? So this girl here will not be on a bag. I'll do another one to go on the bag for next week. This one is going to go in my journal. I mean, no, I didn't hurt myself, Brenda. I was fine. I mean, I had a bruise on my wrist, but I mean, you can imagine the devastation. I mean, Matt, it had pink flowers and things on. I mean, that was what I was most excited about, you know. It was great being magnetic, but it was the pink flowers. So I will replace it eventually. In the meantime, we're back to black. That's better. Can we see that better? She's looking more human, isn't she? She was a little bit ghosty white. Give her green eyes. Brilliant, Rosie. If you just messages, or I'll message you after. That's perfect. There we go. I'm going to pop some green along her eyes here, just to bring it alive. Did you have a girls' world, Rosie? Joe, you either, if you're on Facebook, if you send us a message, or shall I show again while she's drying? I'll just pop her to one side for 2 seconds. So the kit is, here, you get 24 sheets, 2 of each design. I've stole one though, of these. So you get a paper kit, and these are the papers that I put on the bag. Oh, thank you so much, Donna. So you get 5 designs, 2 of each in the coloured papers. And then you get a colour and create kit. So there's 3 girls. You get 2 of each, 4 on each one. So 8 girls. 2 sheets of each one. And this is what I've done the transfer with onto that fabric. And you get these big flowers, which, I mean, they're just so nice. You could just put one of them in the middle of a card, or on a, if you're making your art journals, it could be a pocket. And then you get these black and white ones where you add your own colour to them. And then you sort of create your own background. So even if you just smoosh some colour on your glass mat, spray it and then pop it in. Or if you want to do it on the jelly plate, you can. These ones here, I made it as a background, but you can absolutely just cut the flowers out if you want. They're all quite simple shapes. The website will be up and running in the next couple of months. We're just taking a little bit of a back. It's hard work, me and technology. But in the meantime, you can email us. You can colour straight onto the paper. Absolutely, you do not need to do this. You colour straight onto the paper. I've used alcohol, I put them through the ringer. So I've used watercolour, alcohol markers, alcohol inks, pens, you name it. I have slapped it on it to test it. But yes, so in the meantime, you can message us on Facebook. So Emma's Happy Place page, it's called Emma's Happy Place, or Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts group, or after the live tonight, I'm going to pop it into the, I'll pop a link for the page in, and then I'll also pop in the Emma's Happy Place email address, and you can email us for one. I understand that not having a website's a bit of a bummer, but the kits are £19.99 with £2.99 delivery in the UK. But yes, it's pretty much as the world's your oyster, and you can imagine how much I've put them through the ringer. I've attacked them with all sorts. I'm just going to take a little bit pink for our cheeks. She looks loads better now, doesn't she? Next week I'll have the proper acrylics out and we'll redo it again to go on the bag. Oh, and we'll give her a purple jumper. So again, this bit here, because you don't want a floating head. So give her a jumper, give her a dress. I mean, if you want to elongate her body, you can give her a full body if you want to. I like the faces because, like I say, the grown-up girls' worlds, they make us very happy. There's a message page, Denise. There is a message button for the Happy Place page, and then if I give the email out, things might get lost in the chat's all I worry about. Oh, Rosie, I'm so pleased you did as well. So pleased. There we go. I don't want her face to leak, so I'm going to dry her off with my heat tool, which I've dropped. But I am live here every single Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Facebook, I've missed the last few. So Tuesday night I'll be back on Happy Place page, Emma's Happy Place page, and that'll be 8 o'clock as well. And then in the middle we'll just Sunday nights as well. I'm always live on YouTube, and the rest I'll probably be live more now as well. Okay, as many as we can in. I tell you what else is good when you're doing faces and things. If you want to feel like you're doing makeup, I'm so sorry about this chair. It's getting worse, isn't it? I think I need to oil it. You can get pastels, you know, the chalk pastels. I don't know where mine have gone. I'll find them for next week as well, because this has turned into one of those Emma's Lost Everything lives, isn't it? And you can pretend you're putting, pretend, I do. You can put blusher and things on them with it. So, just going to cut her out. The gel medium makes it much more easy to cut out fabric as well if you've got rubbish scissors. And just wavy your hair. Just wavy it. And then I'll get the journal. There it is. So this is what I've done in the journal with us so far. So I've done, I thought it was quite appropriate. Dream big dreams and make them come true. But anything that is done in a journal can go onto a card. Absolutely anything. So if you make a little pouch, or if you want to use your stencils and things, you absolutely can. I'm going to start off with this stencil, and I thought it matches the sketchy feel a little bit as well. And this is seedless preserve I've still got on here. We're going with the theme. Just as a little bit of a background. Just adding it on. And then we can go in with, what should we go in with? This one, do you think? I love this one. And I've got the scribbly circles and things already as well. So all I'm going to do is tear it down. Keep all your bits as well, because you can build up collages and things with them. No problem. Tear it down. It feels so nice as well. You love colour and girly things. They bring me so much joy. And if you've got teenagers and things like that, do the eye colour to match. And I just think it's such a nice gift to get. Take that bit off. This one's your favourite, is it? I must admit, this one. I loved making this one when I was doing the ink and things like that. And it was actually quite simple. Did anybody see the cup? I'll have the cup next week. I'll show you. It's actually on the cup because it came from the back of that design. I mean, they might be coming at some point as well. Not the cups, the designs on the cups. I'm going to glue that down. Again, with art journaling, it's for yourself. You don't have to think about what anybody else likes or anything. I'm just going to pop that on. And then there they are. We'll grab some flowers, should we? I'll show you how lovely these are to colour. So you can take your watercolour pens from Thirsty Brush if you want to, or you can use normal watercolours. I want this one, and I'm going to use it with a pink. So these are still available. Thirsty Brush stuff is still available. Nothing will be getting remade as usual though. It's really good quality, honestly. It's so nice. I'm going to colour this one. So again, all over. I mean, you can see how much it glides on, and they've taken a lot of abuse from me. So again, I've made these really easy to cut out. I didn't want anybody thinking like, oh, got to cut that out. You can always leave a line if you want, like the white outline, or you can just go straight in and cut up against the line. Completely up to you. I think these would be so nice on that blue background just on their own. Just with a sentiment on a card, I think they'd be stunning. And then don't forget, you can mix these with watercolours and pick up other colours as well. Just stunning. Again, you don't have to be over careful. You can always come back and add your highlights in. All I'm doing is adding a darker pink just in to the bottom of the petal, just so it starts to look like it's popping off the page. Absolutely no problem. Yeah, just send us a message. If anybody isn't on Facebook or anything, I'll pop my email, the Happy Place email, into the description underneath the video, and you can always just send us an email. It isn't a problem. Like I say, it's my fault the website isn't ready. But anybody who knows us, no problem, Philip. Thank you for watching. Knows that I'm rubbish with technology. Oh, I hope it's nothing bad, Philip. Again, just going in. I think I've tried to show you too much at once tonight. I really wanted to get the bag in though, because I really want to show you what it's like when it's finished. And you'll see it better next week. So that fabric's lovely for the fabric transfer. I would always tend to use a thicker fabric. The one I've done the face on, which is taking a little bit of getting off, is a thin, it was like a silky fabric. You can still do it, of course, but you just have to rub a little bit more. Oh, Jane, honestly, me with technology. I mean, Christopher's helping, and he's really good. He understands more than me. But it's going to take a couple of months because they want to know the far end of everything. It's like, soon they'll be saying, can I have some DNA, please? Can we have some DNA, please, Emma? There we go. And then I'm going to go straight in with some green. And of course, you've got the darker green in the watercolours as well. You can get all your Thirsty Brush stencils and things out to go on the pages with. But I promise this will be out again on Sunday. There's so many ideas with it. We can even make a journal with it. Never ending. Absolutely, of course I can. I absolutely will. I'll go over all the details again before we finish. I am going to dry this off, and then I'm just going to add these are the Thirsty Brush watercolour pens, and they are a set of watercolours which has got a load of different brands in. The other ones I've actually hidden from myself. You know, the neon ones. They are here somewhere. I just run out of time. I won't torture you by making you watch Fussy cut that out. I'm gonna move the squeakiest chair in the world though. I'm gonna pick one out of here. I've done the same thing. I've coloured them all up. I shall get here out as well. Look at them. Coloured them all up. And look at her, just with brown hair. You don't need to give them all pink hair, you see. The difference in them, just colouring the difference of the hairs, is absolutely phenomenal. Now I've got flowers, he and her. I mean, look, the difference between using those pens on wet. So let her dry first, I would say. And even all these flowers and things, they're really, really easy to cut out. So I'm thinking I'm going to use her because we started with her. And I'll use that pink one because we did pink on the one I'm not going to fussy cut out. So I'm going to take a white pen. Again, you know how much I love my white pen. Give it a shake. It honestly, it doesn't take much either. I'm like her. All I would do to her is just add some white in. Again with the pupil. If you go over with the paint, just add back in the white, and then she doesn't look as dodgy. And again, a little highlight on her nose. Watch the makeup tutorials and things. They're really good. And then just highlights in her hair. And I promise next time when I'm not so nervous, I'll be more in control. I haven't coloured her top in, but I'm going to put the flower over the top of her, I think. Again, you can even add a little bit of highlight here. Like I say, all the makeup tutorials, that's the one. The bobble hat one. Isn't she just so cute? I know so many kids that would go with. And actually, to be quite honest, it would go for my sister as well. Even me mum, she's always got a bobble hat on in the winter. Walking the dogs. So you can totally change the way that anything looks just by, again, just take your time doing this. It just helps. Makes everything pop. You don't have to go around every single one if you don't want to, but I, of course, am. Well, we will be doing this again on Tuesday on Facebook, and I'll show it all off again, and hopefully I'll calm down a little bit. I was messaging Michael earlier, grumpy. I'm so nervous he sent us on back saying, oh, I'm sick of seeing you say that. I must have just stopped reading my messages in the finish. Just adding in some little lines will make it look like it's shining and the petals are moving a little bit. And the difference from when it was just flat. And then the words. I didn't add words to this one because words are quite personal, I think. I have got some with words planned, but I thought with the girls it might be nice to sort of choose your own words. The white pen is a Posca pen. You can use a gel pen, you can use whatever, but I got a new white pen last night when I went out shopping for the giveaways. So I'll put that there in case any is shown. And it looks like she's got a hairy chest or a black top on. Yeah, you can use gel pens, anything. The Posca pen, if you're going to use it over damp paint, is probably a little bit better. But I would always make sure that your paint's totally dry. I'm going to have her there, and I'm going to pop that there. But of course it's me, so I am going to bring in the netting, the tutu netting, and I'm just going to tear it. You can add lace, absolutely anything. So I think behind her we'll have that, just to add a little bit of texture, and then even in between them here. You can add some there as well. And you see how it just breaks it up a little bit. Again, just use a wet glue. You can make the eyelashes bigger. Anything at all that you want. Okay, there. So this really could be on the front of a card or in a journal. You know the journals that we like to make with the hardback. That there. And then words, I do have some stickers. Oh, this is what I was looking for, the soft pastels. This one here is a Jane Davenport one. And this is, she's made it to look like makeup. I don't even know if you can still get these, but any soft pastel with an eyeshadow brush will work the same. And this is what you can even the skin tone out with. You can add a little bit blusher. So if everybody's got the chalk pastels, the pan pastels will work. Oh, do her eyeshadow. And it really is just plain. Right, I've got some words. I do have words. Everything begins and ends with you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Oh, I like that one. Good things come in small packages. I think that one there, if I can get it off, it's just about perfect. And we'll have it here. And that could be happy birthday, absolutely anything at all. There we go. And that is a journal page, a card, absolutely anything. She will go on to a bag next week when she's dry properly, because not having her dry properly, she's gone all bitty. Bless her. But yes, so again, I'll go back in with the kit and just show you it all once again. Thank you very much. You can go in at the eyelashes and things, but I'll go into all that on Tuesday. After the Facebook Live, though, I will pop it onto here as well. So you get 5 different designs in the coloured papers, 2 of each. So you get the rainbow one, this one, and the blue one that we've just used. So 2 of each of them on just, it's so nice, the paper, it feels so nice. And you get 2 sheets of the big flowers, 2 sheets of each of the girls, and her as well. I mean, how cute she. And these girls, actually, I'll tell you the tale where they came from. Of course, the mother again. Yes, you can wash them, Gemma. You can, if you're going to put them on a t-shirt and things like that, I would always wash them anyway first before wearing them, because sometimes the acrylic, it's a plasticky base. I'm going to try it with a fluid acrylic and see if it's any softer. I've got some t-shirts. Wait till Tuesday. I'll try it over the weekend and let you know. You can hear the GSM. Yeah. So 2 sheets of these, and then these ones are colour your own backgrounds. So I'm going to keep that one out, and we'll do a bit actually before I let you go. And then this one, I did it as a background in case you want to cut it down, but you can absolutely cut all the flowers out individually, and you've just got a whole bouquet of flowers. So you're getting 2 of each one. I think it is 160 GSM, but it might be more. It sounds like more. So with these, let's move these around. With these, you can take anything at all with them. I've used alcohol inks, I've used watercolours, everything. But what I like to do to really like sort of make them match your project, I've been taking ink pads or the watercolour pencils, just scribble down in mat, or the jelly plate. I'll show you on the jelly plate with them as well. I've got red. I'm going to pop a bit of this in as well. And then lots of water, because that was really inky. And then even once you've done this, you can still go back over and colour the flowers in individually. Let's spread that out a bit further. Okay, straight in, and you can see the not going to soak through. I've got, seriously, I ended up with 36 different types of paper from different companies testing them. They must have been sick to death of me ringing them and asking for something different. It's been a busy couple of weeks. When I was on holiday, I was messaging people. So it's very watery, this one, because there is a lot of water on. But you can see straight away how it takes the colour. And then even when it's still wet, go back in and add. Let them bleed out. Add whatever colours you want. With any mediums you've got, acrylic, watercolour, alcoholic, you can colour them as neat or as abstract as you want. I mean, even once you've done that, give it a squirt of water and let it bleed out itself. Go in with some yellow. Do the same. Oh, and remember, these pens, you can work into wet with them. Wait, don't do it with your acrylics and things like that. Always dry it up before you use acrylics. Plenty down. Squirt it again. Nice and abstracty. Should have some purple in there as well. I have been busy, Jordan. Do you want to know something? I've loved every minute of it. Absolutely loved every minute of it. It took so long to find the right way to print them. I've bugged the life out of people. You can imagine, can't you? I'm a bit relentless when I get going. My poor sister, I've had her all over the place, helping us look for stuff. But like I say, the paper's really good quality. Alcohol inks, watercolours, you name it, you can go on with it. If you do feel like you're going a bit over the top with it, just dry it off and start again. Keep going. So it would have runny flowers. And again, you can see there, it's kind of resisting the ink because it's heat. It's heat. I don't know how to say it anyway. It's heat. The ink's heated into the paper. Hence, you can do the transfer with it and sort of move it around and you get this resist. So when you're doing the faces and things, it's absolutely ideal. But the email address is capital E, Emma's Happy Place 24 at outlook.com. And I will pop it up in the chat in case that's wrong. I want to say 24, but don't take it as that. I'll pop it up in the underneath in the description of this. I'll pop it onto Facebook, but you can always message on Facebook, email, anything at all. Anyway, you can get in contact with us. But thank you so much. I've took up loads of your time. I'm sorry I'm all over the place. I'm just so excited. But yes, you can. Yes, Donnie, you're absolutely correct. You can put it through your laminator and foil to it as well. That's what I've done for all. Yeah, that's it. I'm sure that's it. So you can even take some of the ink back out if you want to knock a colour back. And then you go in with one of your rainbows, one of your girls. I'm going to go on forever. I'm going to love yous and leave yous because I'm going to run out of breath. But thank you so much for coming and seeing them. Please share the live. There's going to be lots more coming. Thank you so much. Thanks, Clay. Thank you. Hopefully we will have stamps as well, but I'm thinking the paper kits may be the way to go, especially with the focal points. And then we could maybe have stamps and things that are for backgrounds, like worker stamps. I don't know. I've got so many ideas in my head and I probably shouldn't say them out loud. But thank you so much. I will see you on Sunday here for Colour Our World. Obviously we'll be using this because my head's going to explode if I don't get all the ideas out. But have a lovely weekend. Look out for the email address. Obviously a message on Facebook, whatever you like. And again, really sorry the website is, it's me. Have a lovely night. Thank you so much. Lots of love.